Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with the 100 girlfriends who really, 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 really love you. I got that without having to count it out, although I counted it out in my head, but anyway. Last time around we had the hyper-efficient girl where Rentaro, remember all these names again, Rentaro met a girl named AI Nano, and the spark was there, and yeah, so he fell in love with her, she fell in love with him. She thought that love was a waste of time. They went on a date. She ended up having fun, and they entered a relationship, and then, obviously, Rentaro had to bring her back to the others so that she could join the harem officially. And the other girls were also jealous that she went on a amusement park date. So Hakari decided that they should all go to a pool so we can have the swimsuit episode. So, yeah, it's pretty much where we left off. Let's all try to get through this episode with our pants intact. And yeah, I feel like it's going to be the challenge. That's probably specifically the purpose of this episode, is the challenge. So, now, you don't have to worry about me, because I'm on YouTube. I have to keep the pants intact. Like, everything is dependent on that. So, you don't gotta worry about me, but for you all, the folks at home, you know, keep your pants on. Although you don't have to, I suppose. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments. Are you wearing pants during this episode? We're already off to a great start. Like always, the reaction is down in the description and in the pinned comment for your viewing pleasure. So let's go ahead, and there will be pleasure. So let's go ahead and jump right into this episode of the 100 Girlfriends Who Really, 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 Really Love You. Here we go. Okay, so that was the narrator from Kaguya-sama. Did they actually have to trade narrators in the dub? Oh, okay, so it is a different narrator. But this guy, I guess the other narrator was sick during that episode when they were recording that episode. So they got Ian Sinclair, who did the narrator for Kaguya-sama, just filled him in on this episode, and then they just reference it. That's hilarious. That's really, really funny. That's really, really funny that they just had to sub him in. I mean, that's honestly, it's kind of why I wanted to watch this show in the dub. I mean, not specifically for him. I didn't know he was going to be in this, but I wanted to watch this show, especially in the dub, because I just wanted it to be as ridiculous as Kaguya-sama was, you know? And that's one thing. You know, there are some shows that I watch where I'm like, you know, I think I definitely like this more because I'm watching it in Japanese. But I think on some of these, like, trashy rom-coms, and again, you know, trashy, your mileage will vary with that word, but I think for trashy rom-coms like this, it's like, no, I need this in the dub because it makes it all the dumber, you know? And I like that, you know? So yeah, it's like, I think I honestly prefer shows like this in the dub because it's just funnier that way, just hearing all of them going absolutely ridiculous, you know? So yeah, it's like, I don't know, this is where I really feel like dubs shine through, especially really funny dubs, like this and with Kaguya-sama, so. Results for today's battle. Rentaro wins. And Karane wins. They all fucking win. That's the result of, like, every episode. So there's our, quite frankly, wholesome swimsuit episode. I mean, that's the thing. It's incredibly wholesome, but this show is incredibly wholesome, but it's like wholesomely lewd, you know? I gotta get the vernacular in there. Lewd. Sus. I remember I was trying to convince my brother that My Dress Up Darling is wholesome. And I was like, no, it is. And then he caught me, like, watching a couple episodes of it. Caught me. I was watching it in the living room when almost no one else was home. But he like, saw a couple episodes. This was back during season 1. And he was just like, this is wholesome? And I was like, no, I swear this is a wholesome show. So, it is wholesome. It's just that Marin can be a little... She can be a bit of a tease to Gojo. And here, this, I mean, good lord, this... It's wholesome, but this stretches the limit of wholesomeness. And when you think that, like, normally if I feel like if you say, like, this stretches the limit of what is wholesome, you would think that would mean it's so wholesome that it's nothing else. It's like, no. This is, like, right on the border. It teeters on, like, it's leaning on the fence of just, like, really wholesome romantic harem anime and hentai. Like, it's just, like, really close, you know? It's, like, really close. Now, granted, almost everything with Shizuka is still pretty wholesome. Like, there's not much with Shizuka. So that's at least good. The other three, holy crap. You know? I do love too, now with Nano being there, that Hakari has, I don't know, big boob competition, I guess. Because that was her whole thing. Which, it's funny that it's like, we're kind of like chipping away at what Hakari is to him, you know? Like, her literally, the literal stereotype that she puts herself into, you know? Because at first, she wanted to be, you know, the cute thing, you know? Even with her body. It's like, she wanted to be the cute, you know, adorable, small, with an O and one L thing. And then Shizuka came along and she was like, oh no, I can't be a small bean anymore. She's a small bean. So now, in this episode, she's trying to use her boobs to her advantage. I don't know why I had to say it like that, but I did. And then it's just like, you know, Nano just looks and is like, oh, I see you are attempting to arouse Rentaro with your boobs. I can do that too. In fact, I can do that more efficiently because mine are better. It's just, oh my gosh, it's just good lord, you know? Boy, it's a good thing that, like, making babies is not actually efficient whatsoever, because if it was, like, Nana would be pregnant already, you know? Like, there's nothing really efficient nowadays, especially nowadays, and obviously at her age too. How old? I think they're all supposed to be about 16. So, obviously, there's nothing fucking efficient about a teenage pregnancy. If there was, holy crap. This boy would have been drained already. Like, she would be pregnant before he introduced Nano to the others, you know? Like, oh, thank goodness. But she will have efficient pleasure for both herself and for him. Good friggin' grief, man. So yeah. So there's that. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that Nano didn't just beat up all those guys. Like, I kind of figured she would. I figured she was like a ninja or something. It's like, I have efficiently studied self-defense, and I know exactly how to efficiently, you know, dispatch these scumbags. Like, I really just thought that, but her idea was just, well, I'll take it. I'll let them fucking... I can't even say that. There's so many things. I don't know if I'm allowed to say half of these things that I'm saying today, but yeah, it's just like, it's, you know, it's... She's just like, well, I'll take all of that. You know, Rentaro cares more about you, which it's hilarious. Well, it's not really hilarious, obviously. Out of context, that sounds bad. It's ironic. Let's say that it's ironic that Nano went through the exact same thing that Shizuka did, basically. You know, because Shizuka was like, oh, I don't want to step on anyone's toes. You know, and Nano thinks like, well, you know, Rentaro has been with you longer, Hakari, so you have to get out of there. You know, I will take the, you know, I'll take the rope. I'll take that. You know, it would be bad if you were defiled. And then Hakari's like, no. You're you know what? It's okay. They all go through this. You know, we went through the same thing with Shizuka. he will be sad if anything happens to you as much as me, you know? So I like that. And then I like the solution of how to resuscitate, which I like that stuck around for like a little bit. That it's just like, oh yeah, he's dying. He's dying. He lost a lot of blood after the boob touches. So he lost a lot of blood because of that, and he was out for a few minutes. But I like that Karane just goes over, is like, Nano and Hakari are being attacked by scummy guys, and just immediately he is up. He's ready to murder, you know? Which, that's the thing, even when they leave, and it's just like, we don't need to be playing with these hoes anyway, and he's ready to fucking kill, you know? It's like, how dare you say this? So yeah. And then Shizuka, poor Shizuka got lost. Poor Shizuka got stranded, but luckily he was able to hear her. And then Karane not being confident in her own body, especially compared to Hakari and Nano. And it's interesting, the way they say, because they're all the same age. In fact, I'm pretty sure all of them are in the same class, which is ridiculous. But it's just like, oh, well, what about Shizuka and her body? It's like, well, that's different. She's small and adorable. It's just like, but I'm not small. I'm an average height for a teenage girl, but I have less mass. And I like that. I like he just is just like, fuck this. It just takes the thing off. And it's just like, there, you are fucking sexy. All right, you're adorable and sexy. You know, just because it's not the same. Just because it's not, exactly the same as Nano or Hakari, doesn't mean you are not also hot AF. So yeah, I like they have the kiss, and then you just hear in their minds like, oh, you're so cute. Oh, I love you, Rentaro. And it just keeps escalating for like the next 30 seconds. It's like, oh, okay. It's like, man, like, you cut away, so I don't know. If this were any other show, I don't even know. Maybe because it is this show, I'm just like, they might have banged. I don't know. Probably not. Probably not, because they're just not at that point yet. The two of them are not ready for that. But at the same time, it's just like, they might have. I don't know. I mean, I am amazed that when they're drawing Rentaro, which I guess, well, I don't know. How many shots of him did... Well, we saw a number of shots, let's say down south. And I'm just surprised it didn't just... Like, it's amazing, so... Anyway, so there we go. There was the swimsuit episode. We finally had the swimsuit episode. Oh, finally. We're 6 episodes in. But we had the swimsuit episode. I'm sure we'll have another one when we add a few more girlfriends, so... Oh, good grief. It's just... It's one of the most wholesomely horny anime I have ever seen, so... But that happens, so... And it's that, plus the batshit insanity in the dub. That's why I came here. And that's probably why a lot of you guys came here, too. Some people probably came. Question. Here's the question. Did you make it through this episode with your pants on? Pants check. I still got my pants on, so we're all good. There wasn't a cut where I quickly had to put my pants on off screen. No, I kept my pants on the whole time. Full length can attest to that. Of course it has to be called full length, but the folks over at the unedited reaction on Patreon, they can attest to the fact that I kept my pants on the whole time. But did you? I mean, hey, it's a safe space here. If you took your pants off during this episode, that's fine. I don't know. Maybe it was for the girls. Maybe it's for Rentaro. I'm sure some of you out there took your pants off for Rentaro. I guess it's not out of the realm of possibility you took off your pants for me, but I'm not gonna presume anything about who you took your pants off for. So yeah. How many times have I said pants in this episode? It's getting ridiculous. Anyway, I guess that's pretty much it. With all of that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist with all of my 100 girlfriends reactions, as well as another video you can go click on if you want. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.